Hello, chickadees. I'm Lay Rooster, and welcome to the Hen House. Today, we're going to look at beginning guides and basic training for Marvel Strike Force in our Basic Training Marvel Strike Force series that we started a little earlier. Have you been playing Marvel Strike Force, just getting started, trying to figure it out? Perhaps you've realized that everyone's talking about Silver Surfer, how great he is, and he's no longer available readily for you. You're thinking, my life is over. How can I start this game? What's going on? That's not true. We've got things you can do and things that'll help you to understand how this game works and how it fits together. So, we want to get you started as a new commander, getting that basic training, and moving along in this game. So, that's what we're going to be looking at in just a moment. Um, before we get into that, please go ahead and give a subscribe to my channel so you'll know about my videos. It really helps me out a lot. Give a like to the video, place some comments in the video telling me about information and videos that you want and your reactions to this video. Those all really help this struggling new channel out a lot, and I appreciate it greatly. So thank you very much. Let's look at this. So one of the things with Lay Rooster in the Hen House, we've been talking about in Twitch, where we are at twitch.tv/lay_rooster, streaming every day Pacific time after work and on the weekends multiple times a day. So follow us there. The descriptions for that and Discord will be in the links below in the description. People have been asking about me starting a new baby account, and so I have what you see here labeled Hen House, our new character, new baby account, level 9, just getting started. Been playing it up since yesterday, just a bit here and there. You can be there in one day, and that's not a problem at all. I just want to go through it and talk about some of the stuff. My earlier basic training video had my main account, which also doesn't show the things that are not available. And I think that's helpful to know because it can be confusing and kind of upsetting for you if you're not sure how to get into things that you think you should. So here I'm only level 9, so most things are not available, and I just want to pan around on that. So you can see I unlocked challenges. I think that was at level 8, so very recently. The arena that I've talked about in the other video is waits till I hit level 30. The events are here. Milestones are open, which is good. That opened up very recently. This is just a promo. These things stay the same. The Blitz requires me to hit level 14, which I'll do that soon, maybe tonight on stream on Twitch. Alliance activity is required at level 20, so I'll wait for that to unlock. The Alliance War requires me to be at level 45 and our Alliance to be leveled up to level 20. More videos on that stuff as we come along. The Alliance Raids requires me to be in an Alliance and at level 25. The Dark Dimension, very in-game stuff, so don't be worrying about this at all right now. It requires level 65 and a lot of preparation. Separate videos for those coming at some point. Real-Time Arena requires level 64, as we can see that. So again, that's stuff that you'll be grinding out later, and we're not doing those. So that's just a little pan of what we do have. We did unlock the challenges, which, as you can see, I have the Catalyst of Change challenges available to me. I've already done them for today, but it looks like we're going to require player level 16 to get in there further. It's actually I did the orb fragments. I'm sorry, and was able to complete the first tier. But then I need for the next one, I have to hit level 16. So I and you are going to unlock these different challenges. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them that rotate through, and they always show. All of them show up on Sundays, and you'll get that. But we have to hit the level caps and the requirements. That's kind of a real thing to be aware of as well. Milestones start opening up. So I'm getting the High Roller, which has to do with spending gold in the game, and the Save the World, which has to do with spending campaign energy. Those are things you can do, and as this unlocks, you start getting stuff. So you'll see I've unlocked the first by spending some campaign energy. I was playing just before this video to unlock some stuff. So the events are important because it's going to show you the stuff that's going on. We see we have the support incoming event. This is one of those, well, they're calling it a special event. This is a time-sensitive event. It's going to end tomorrow when the server resets, which is 5 o'clock Pacific, my time. Your time will vary. And then so when you click go, that's not the right button for it. If you click the information, it tells you you're using support characters. You're getting some pieces, and honestly, it'll give you some more information about what you're getting. In the very beginning, you have two events: the double crossed event, which allows you to unlock Crossbones as a villain player character. You're going to need villain characters, no matter how much you like heroes. You're going to need some villains. Same thing with the Electra Assassin event, which I have done some. You can see that I locked in and completed the first 3 stages of this, which gives me the Electra shards and lets me unlock her as a villain. Um, so I left these. These will be things that I'm working on to get my villains campaign going. So speaking of that, we want to move over here to the campaigns. So I have the Heroes campaign, which is unlocked to me, and I just cleared to the beginning of the 3rd chapter. So that's something I'm working on. You work on that with your heroes. This is a hero collector game, so there are going to be many things that you need certain types of heroes and characters, I should say, because you need heroes, you need villains, and then you need certain subspecialties of those characters for what you're doing. So in the heroes campaign, they have to be heroes, not villains. Guess what? The next thing that comes up is the villains campaign, the Villains United. Note down here it says I need complete Heroes Chapter 2, which I just did this evening, and then I have to have 3 villain characters required to start that. So again, that gives you an idea. If you've been building up your heroes, you're going to also have to be building up your villains to help you with your campaign objectives. And then it goes on with Nexus. I need to complete the first 2 chapters of villains, and I need to be at player level 20. So as you can see, these things will unlock over time and as you collect certain prerequisite characters. So don't sweat them in the beginning, but try to be aware of what it is you need to get to unlock the next thing, because that's going to guide you in where you want to work. All right, in those campaigns, Blitz, we already talked about Blitz opening up and all these things opening up. One of the big things that I really wanted to talk to you about is, if you're not sure what you're doing, there's really 2 things to be thinking about. What are my daily objectives? How do I complete them? And 2, what are the events? And what things coordinate? And what do I need to be doing? So if you're not sure what to do, that's fine. Focus on your dailies for one and look at your events and try to tick those off. If they overlap at all, that's extra good and you can get some efficient use of your energy and your time and your precious resources. So be aware of that. So if we look at the daily objectives, I wanted to let this reset so that we could see it, and I haven't collected a single objective all day so that I could save that for showing you in this video. So one is you'll see that you get campaign energy available. It's available to me for another hour and 17 minutes. You get this. It's 80 energy. Now this I'm going to collect. This happens multiple times a day, and you want to collect this. So that means you want to log in every time that is available so you can stockpile it. As you see, I have a max energy level over here of 68, but my current energy is 334. In the beginning, it's hard to do a lot of farming because you haven't unlocked many nodes in the campaign. So later on, that will not be a problem. But here, you can stockpile your energy above by collecting the regular energy. So we are going to collect that and add 80 to the total. All right. Now, notice here, Heroes campaign progress. This is going to happen when I'm level 80 in my other account. I have to do this every day. Play 3 Heroes Assemble missions. All right. So go over to the campaign, and I've done it, but it means do 3 in here. But Rooster, I don't want to do those. Maybe I've done the characters that I want to work on. Well, it doesn't matter. You need to find something that you need in the heroes to do 3 of them. So usually you can focus on getting gear or a character that you're farming. And if not, figure out what character or gear you might need and start doing that, because you're going to have to do this to complete your dailies. And that's very important for your progress. So that's the Heroes Assemble. All right. Now, finishing 10 campaign missions. That's just campaign missions. So anything in the campaign that you're available to. When I unlock Villains United, which will be a little later tonight, I could do it in Villains or Heroes. Once you've completed an event, a node, and gotten the 3 stars like this one, you will, if you haven't already done it like this one, you can hit the auto win button and do it up to, like I can do it 9 times today. Well, 9 and 1 more is going to give me 10 if needed. So you'll have that, but you may want to spread it around because you may be looking for different characters or different gear pieces. So just keep that in mind. Okay, moving down this list. Equipping 1 piece of gear. All right. So in the last video, we showed Spider-Man. So we're going to come back to him. Here is Spider-Man. Woohoo. Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Does what a spider can, right? I've leveled him up to level 9, which is the max I can have because that's my character's level. His gear are these 6 slots. Right now you see the green plus signs, except for what is the web slinger. That web slinger is there because I've already equipped that piece of gear today. All right. In fact, I think that's what I equipped to get that achievement. So you're going to be asked to equip one piece of gear. Now, if you're struggling to have enough gear for characters or have characters that you don't want to put more gear on, you're going to want to focus on what costs you the less because you're going to need to sacrifice one piece of gear in order to level him up and work on your daily. So just be aware of that. That's our Spider-Man and our gear. So if you know you're going to be able to put 2 pieces of gear on in the next 2 days, for some reason that's all you can do, save it out and wait for the reset of those events so that you can do those 2 and not be coming up short the next day. Auto win, the auto win 3 missions. We talked about the auto win button already because that's when you've already cleared a node with 3 stars, meaning all 5 of your characters stayed alive and won. So then you're able to press auto and you never have to fight that again. You can just press auto. Does make it much faster. So you have to press auto for at least 3 amounts of 3 nodes at 3 fights. That'll be something that is very regular for you to do. Challenges accepted. Completing 2 challenges. Now, when we looked at our challenges a little bit, I showed you that I had these. This one was available. I get 3 shots at it. I'm able to complete it 3 times. So by doing it 2 times, I completed the event. However, as soon as I unlock this one, I'm going to want to get the catalyst that it gives me because that's important gear. You're going to want to overshoot on this and get everything you can each day because it's going to add up. And even if you don't need it now, you will need it later and you'll appreciate it when you're looking for it. All right. So supplies, make 3 supply purchases. You may not see anything in the supplies that you want. Now, I will say these characters, they're 450 cores. Cores is your real money store. You're paying cash to get cores that you can use for some important things. You also earn some cores daily due to some of the activities. These are pretty darn precious. Do not waste them here on these characters because they're usually not priced well. And unless you're in a specific circumstances that we can discuss later in other videos and on Twitch, then you're not going to want to spend your money on them. But here you have gear, and look, like green gear is 1,250 gold. Now, gold, you can see I have 129,000. That's not a lot in the game, but when we're talking about just spending 1,250, that's not really that big a deal. If you get in a bind, you can buy, like I did, 3 of the green pieces of gear, which are the cheapest, at 1,250 a piece, and you should have that amount of gold or be able to get that easily during the day. So that's what I did. Then the blue gear costs more. And again, you're going to be getting this when you do the campaigns, and so you're naturally going to be running campaigns to get the gear you want. That's an important thing that you'll be doing. All right. Now, again, I have to do 3 Villain United missions in order to complete my daily. All right. Now, today has become the first day I have this available. You'll see I haven't done it yet. Notice that I don't have the Villains United unlocked. So in order to do this, I had to complete Heroes Chapter 2, which you'll see that I did complete Heroes Chapter 2. And now I'm on Heroes Chapter 3. So I've completed that part, and I need 3 villain characters. Now, in looking at our characters, you can go to your roster. I only have a few characters, as you can see. Some of you may be quickly able to spot which ones are heroes and which ones are villains. Sometimes it's a little confusing if you've read a lot of comic books, because some people have been heroes and villains at the same time or at different times. So these are my heroes. So those are the 5 that I'm using in my current thing. But if we were to go down to sort by villain, we have to select all first, and then you'll notice that I have Crossbones and Elektra unlocked. I don't have a third. So what's most likely going to happen is there's a nice offer in here for Venom, who's a great villain and a really good character that's very cheap and priced to sell for new players. So I'm probably going to pick that up tonight and be able to complete that event to get my daily done for the first time. Your results may vary, and you may not want to spend any money, and that's fine. Just know that you're going to need that, hit a point where you need it, so you have to have a different plan. So, also, this is the thing. You want to complete all daily objectives. All right, so I'm going to need to get this one last one, the Villains United, to complete the daily. You want to be completing your daily objectives at all times, every day. Notice here we'll get 25 of those cores, which are things that you have to spend money on. You get some XP, which always helps until you're max level. And then you will now get 5 Wolverine shards. Wolverine is another character. Most people are familiar with Wolverine. He is great. We love him. He's not actually great in the game, but he will be useful to you in the beginning. All characters, even the ones that are trash, will be helpful to you in the very beginning when you're just lucky to have enough characters to do something. So you'll want him. He has uses later, which we'll talk about in other videos. But you'll want to get that so that you can get 5 of the shards a day. And then after 9 days of completing that, you'll unlock Wolverine with 45 shards. So that'll be good. Then you'll have Wolverine. And again, maybe one day they'll make him better. Just like Spider-Man, they're some of the most powerful and most popular characters, but they're not really super good in the game as yet. The other piece is to look at these achievements, which I left open for you guys. These are going to come and fire off when you hit things. I logged in for 2 days in a row. I got an achievement. I made 5 supply purchases. It gives me some Blitz stuff, and it gives me Hulk shards. I wanted to point out Hulk. Hulk is another character most people are familiar with in this game. Hulk is available mainly through the achievements. You'll get him in a few orbs where you wish he wasn't there, but you will get him mainly from completing various achievements and getting these. When you get him to 180, you'll unlock him, and then you can start using him. He's actually more useful now because he has a role on the Wave 1 Avengers, which is a new team that I'll be looking at for this baby account. But for a long time, he wasn't so great. But don't worry about that. You're going to get him for free anyway, so just know that's how you get Hulk. He's special, just like Wolverine. You get them from different things. So now, I mentioned the daily objectives. Then the other piece is revisiting the events. Always do your dailies. If you do nothing else, complete your dailies. But look at your events. These 2 events are unlocking characters, so although they are villains, they contribute to me being better able to complete the villains campaign nodes that I need to do. But look at your support incoming, if we can get it to tell us. It won't show it to me because I'm such a low level, but essentially it'll tell you what you need to do when you're eligible to do it, which is using support type characters like my healer, my shield healer, in some of the battle modes that I have. So I'm just going to move to all. Like this character, the shield medic, she is hero global skill support, and it's talking about support characters who have that description. So when I use her in Blitz and raids, which are not available to me now, then it will give me points towards helping that. So there are many events that are going to be out there. There's others that are coming, and as you level up, you get more exposure and eligibility for them. You'll see things that you can do. So when you later on, when you have a quest, a daily quest or activity that is to do 2 blitz attacks, and there's also a specific blitz in an event that requires doing a certain thing or using a certain type of characters, like the support characters I just discussed, then you can do 2 attacks with support characters, and you'll be double dipping into the event while also completing your dailies. You want to be efficient. You want to metagame your way through it and be smarter than everyone else who's playing. That'll help you do some of that. And then you just work on leveling up and not clicking. That's one, not click. Want to be smart in the beginning? Let's see. Let's find somebody we can click on. So, well, all these people. So look, we've got all these green plus signs. I can click on those, and if I do, it'll say you want to equip it, and you might say sure. These are not great examples at the low levels because it won't matter, but it's like, don't click unless you know you need to, because that's wasting something that you may find out, oh gosh, I didn't realize that I should have saved that, and now I don't. Now I got to take some time to work on those. So anyway, that's some of the stuff. Focus on those dailies. Look at your events and see how they cross over, overlap, and synergize, whichever word you choose, and be working on those, and that'll help start building you up. Now, one of the last things was looking at some of the things I've earned. I'm going to collect some of those on this video. So they're in my achievements. We're going to collect some power cores, and these are campaign energy refills, which help me get more energy. I'm not needing that at the moment, but I'll stockpile it. This is going to give me some Blitz charges, which I'll need later when I can get in Blitz, and 2 of those Hulk shards, getting him closer to being unlocked. This is getting me some premium orb fragments. You can see I already have 1,220, and I'm going to get 650 more, which is good. They help, and these types of orbs really help new players a lot. And then more campaign energy refills. They do have a cap on those. If you see, it'll cap at 500, but I'm at 85, so I can collect everything I need to right now. So then if we go down and we go to supplies, looking at the orbs section. You're going to be getting several orbs freely throughout the day, usually the ones that aren't as good, which is fine. They're free. But in the beginning, things help. Look, we have a basic orb. Basic orbs are basic. That's why they're named that. Don't expect the world to change from them, but over time, they will help you. So we're going to open this orb on the stream here, and we're getting a Heimdall shard, 1 of 100. So we need to get him 99 more times before he unlocks. We may accelerate that later. It'll happen. We're getting a piece of blue gear. That's good. So 4th piece. This is a mutant piece of gear. We only have 1 of them. So these will add up because eventually I'll have some mutants and need to put some gear on them. Mutants are pretty darn good in this game. Pretty much all of them. I do have a gold orb, which will give me random assortments of gold. I'm going to save these because that's probably the better thing to do at the moment. And then we don't have any more orbs yet. We're very close to getting a premium orb, which is a good orb and gives you guarantees at least 15 shards of a particular character. They're random. They're usually pretty good. You see, if don't click the button here, it'll charge you 450 cores. I only have 382, which is a lot. And then it wants you to say, hey, don't you want to spend some money and get them? No, don't necessarily do that. Make sure you're doing that stuff when you know what you're doing and you actually want it. Don't go buying orbs just when you don't know what they are. Make sure you spend your money on the things that you know how they're going to benefit you and exactly what you're doing with them. So that's just some of the information that is available in this basic training video. We'll be doing more of these as I level up the baby account. Also, you can follow the travails and conquests and setbacks of the baby account on my live stream on Twitch. That's at twitch.tv/lay_rooster. The description for that and the link for my Discord will be down in the description for the video. So I hope you join there and we can talk about things offline. Also, please, again, like the video, hit the subscribe and the bell notification so that you can follow and know when I post more videos, as well as leave a comment and let me know what you liked about the video, what you didn't like, or information that you want to see. Anyway, I appreciate your help. I appreciate you being a part of the hen house. I hope you come back to the next one, and take care and cock-a-doodle-doo.